This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain.
Offenses don't like being in these situations. They don't like having little success on first and second down because now you know I got to pass the football. I got to air it out. It makes me really predictable. So let's make sure you take care of the football and find those plays you really like.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Picked off. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
And that's just excellent cover. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
Using his legs, it's Hughes. Turning it on! And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Ducks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He'll pull it down and run. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Moore will throw. Unloads to the wideout. That one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
So now it's 2nd and long. Hand off from the shotgun. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. Fires to the middle. There were serious revolutions on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on third down here in Autzen. On the run, it's Frazier. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. They'll run the toss. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
You see this a lot from offensive coordinators. Where are you weak? Where are you vulnerable? Where can I get an edge? And you see him trying to get the ball in the perimeter early in the first quarter. Can I get outside the tackle boxes and have success?
And not only that, stretch them side to side, and it can pay off with your inside runs.
No doubt. Get them running sideline to side. Also get them a little tired.
He'll throw it. Ace right downfield. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
That's an absolute strike right there. Giving me some Stetson Bennett vibes, some Aaron Murray vibes, even Matthew Stafford with the arm talent on that throw. I'll tell you, they can attack any spot of the field in the passing game because of this guy's talent.
And the Dogs are on the move. To the ground with the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
The Dogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Gets the back moving. Back to pass. It's Stockton. Fires to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Branch. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Now, last year, there were long stretches in which the Georgia offense hardly looked like a well-oiled machine. Now the quarterback's transferred, new full-time starter in there. I think it's fair to say, David, that the Dogs need more from the quarterback position this season.
They do need more, but I tell you what, they didn't help him the whole spot around, right? The offensive line, running backs, receivers, it was kind of below average for every position, but the quarterback is the tone setter, the captain, and having a guy like Gunner at the helm, man, this is a dude they all trust, they all respect, and I expect this offense to bounce back in a big way.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking to fire. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Frazier. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Dogs!
Really nice job by the quarterback getting through his progression. He wanted to throw that football down the field, but nobody was open. He never forgot about this running back, running the swing route, spitting it out to the perimeter, and letting him do the rest for a touchdown.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
Well, will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Moore to the air. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
That's a really nice looking throw. When I think about the Ducks offense, I think about explosive plays, right? In the running game, but also in the passing game. I feel like if this team is going to win the conference, they need this guy here to be able to make throws like that on a consistent basis. But I'll tell you, he really gives him a chance. He makes this offense go.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Looking to the big tight end. And that one had some juice on it, but it's incomplete.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make the catch.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Really nice job by the defense that time. 3rd down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to scramble. And it was almost as if they were expecting that. They were able to get to him, get him down. It now sets up 4th down. And you don't see the defense sprinting off the field just yet, guys. They're not sure. With this guy's scrambling ability, they may try to go for this.
Trying to do it on the ground. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. So first down here as they go back to work. They'll move the tight end. Got his man on the right. It's a seam wide open. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there. This offense is feeling it.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
Might be calling a hot route. Here's a quick throw out to the left.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
And the Ducks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And here comes the offense on second down. Moore will throw. Get it out to the supersonic guy. And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the first down.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. From the red zone, it's Hughes. Hughes his way for more. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes second down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it. Still in a great position. Way to stay ahead of the chains.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll go to the toss. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
The Ducks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. They are getting deep into the playbook. 11th play of the drive. Leaves it with the back. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. No movement from the field goal unit. The offense is out there to try to keep this drive alive on 4th down. Using his feet. Gets it inside the 5, and now it'll be 1st and goal from the 4.
It's not always easy, and it's not always easy to call a basic play on 4th down, but it is when you convert it. You've called this play so many times, had so much success. This was a day 1 install in fall camp. Nice, successful run on 4th down.
The Ducks line it up with a 1st and goal. Quarterback may change this route. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
It's always fun to watch offensive creativity in the red zone. Like, how are you going to get some space for your guy? They try the toss, get him out wide, maybe get him some space. The defense was ready. Nice job falling forward, getting at least a little bit on the play.
They go right back to their man on 2nd and goal. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
Big play coming up right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. Moore to the air. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. So now on comes the field goal unit. From the left hash, and this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. Absolutely center cut. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. On the move to his left. Finds his man. It's Thomas. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Let's take a little step back and have a look at Georgia. What does the top 5 ranking mean for week 1? Optimism, hope, maybe, David, an excuse for the other team's fans to rush the field if they knock you off.
Well, it means, first of all, absolutely nothing, because preseason rankings don't show up anywhere at the end of the season, but it means this team is talented. It means they're thought of highly. They got to go earn it, Jesse, and it starts today, but the talent obviously is all over the field.
The number in the preseason rankings means absolutely nothing. You saw Florida State recently start in the top 10. They won 2 games by the end of the year. So you've got to go earn it. Yes, you're talented. Yes, a lot of eyeballs are going to be watching you, and people are really excited. You've got an opportunity to do things really, really that are special this season, but you've got to earn it on the field.
The Bulldogs will snap it on 1st and 10. Hands it off. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
They'll leave it with him. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
It's a good-looking run, and I'll say this. I know Georgia's always been known to run the football. They always want to be really physical, but it starts up front. They always seem to have great units on the offensive line. Guys that communicate and guys that get pushed. And they put many running backs into the NFL, but it's because of these big old hog mollies up front.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Sends it back in motion. Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this 3rd down. Looking for a man. It's Stockton. Just a little off. Incomplete.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of this spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Punt is in the air. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. From the gun to give, looking for room. Works his way ahead for 3 out to the 14.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Down to 2 minutes to play in the half. The referee signal for the 2-minute timeout. Line getting set on 2nd down. Quick completion to the right. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Moore will throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Wants to fire on second down. This time it's complete. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
On third and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. And the Ducks will keep this drive going. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Wants to throw on first down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. He is down at the one. A terrific run after the throw and catch. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And guys, how much better does it feel if you go to that locker room with a lead? They have a chance to do it here. On the ground. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
Well, this ain't good for the offense. When you get down close to the goal line, you don't want to be going backwards. They can't sustain more negative plays.
Man, what a huge play from this defense. Everything looked bleak. Now they've completely flipped this situation around, put the offense a little bit behind the 8 ball.
Moore to the air. It's on target and complete. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Finding it tough to make positive yardage now. 3rd and goal from the 2. From the gun, wants to pass. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Touchdown, Ducks! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Shoots it to the left. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Quick completion on the out route. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Back to throw. It's Stockton. Fires to the right. He makes a catch. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside.
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Ducks will kick it off to start the second half. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air. It's Stockton. Working that wide receiver screen.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And the Bulldogs can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Finds his tight end. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Why, they got the completion there, and it didn't go very far, but the big fellow with a nice catch.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a 1st down. They'll run it from the gun. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. I got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Frazier. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Fires one high and deep. Touchdown, Bulldogs! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver's streaking straight down the outside of the field, and my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. Receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
And the extra point puts them on top by 1. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. A lot of we are's inside that stadium today. Penn State is running away with things, and that offense looks unstoppable. They're up by 17 over Nevada. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Moore will throw. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
The Ducks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. The throw to the outside is complete. He's got it out to the 37 after gaining 5.
I'll tell you, QBs and receivers, they practice these out routes all week long. You've got to anticipate. You've got to be comfortable throwing it before he gets out of his break, and they executed it perfectly right there to pick up that first.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Showing the arm strength to the left. Oh, what a play by this defense.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. Back to throw, it's Stockton. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
On 3rd down, going up top. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a 4th down.
And that's why that guy plays DB and not wide receiver. DBs generally don't have as good of hands as wide receivers. That ball should have been picked off on 3rd down. Come on, man. That could have been a pick 6.
Georgia sends out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Wants to adjust the pattern. From the shotgun, they'll run it. The ball pops out. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
As a defender, you love the big hits. And you know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you get the big hit and force the fumble. We're
ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. After punting the last time they had it, they ought to be set up for a much better result with this drive.
This offense better be licking their chops. You're not going to start with...
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
I think if you're the quarterback moving forward, you need to start thinking about hot routes to your tight ends and to your running backs because of this outside linebacker. He's a guy that has shown the knack to get after the QB. When he comes blitzing, you need to have an outlet throw in your back pocket.
Makes the catch. It's French. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on third down here in Autzen. Unloads it left. Got his man. And a confident throw and catch, and they're in the red zone at the 13. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Dropping back, it's Stockton. Flips it out on the screen. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. They're trying to get him going there.
The give on the outside. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. The give to the back. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. From the gun, running back gets the give. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. And the Ducks will punt it away on 4th down. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Builds the punt and looking for daylight. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Oh, a lot of space. Got enough for the first. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. To the air, it's Stockton. Just a short pass to the tight end. It's a running room. Just plowing ahead. They make the stop, but barely, and they might need to regroup as we have come to the end of the third quarter. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Defense looks like they're coming. They'll give it to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
And the Dogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Going to swing it on second down. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it.
And at some point for the defense, I'm just thinking, hey, man, like, it's got to be somebody else. I mean, the big tight end has made play after play after play today, and we know if it gets close in the fourth quarter, they're going to look his way, so the defense really needs to have a plan.
Now from inside the red zone. Caught in the backfield, it's Frazier. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space, and getting that fast dude on the ground.
Under fire. It's complete. Stopped right at the 2-yard line after the catch, and it'll be first down, goal to go. And this offense not only has a chance to extend the lead, but they can also drain that clock. They'll run it. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Dogs!
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There were a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
Fair catch, called for and made. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Moore to the air. Got his man downfield. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. The Ducks want to pick up the tempo.
And in this situation late, when you need 2 touchdowns to win the game, everything's going to have to be downfield. So I like the idea in this 2-minute drive, throwing it that way. Let's keep it going, keep our pedal to the metal.
Yeah, I think you know the situation as a defender, and you know you're up by a score, and you know exactly what's going on with the offense. They got to make some big plays here in the fourth quarter. Nice job playing the deep ball, staying deep, and not giving up the big play.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Right down the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Oregon! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
quarterback's ability to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And they'll try to tack on 2. Takes a snap, wants to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll try the run. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back. He's looking at his playlist. He's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Give to the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down. Looking to pass. It's Stockton. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. Georgia lining up to punt it away. He'll take it on the return. Makes a move. Touchdown Ducks! Special teams proving to be special.
Well, they needed a momentum-shifting play. Playing at home, they're able to get the punt return and take it the distance. Pollock, he made one guy miss, and it was off to the races.
Great job. Secure the catch, make the guy miss, get towards that sideline, and just use your speed and get to the end zone. What a great game-changing play, and this place is going bananas.
Starts from their own 25-yard line. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Plows through the defense. Dogs with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Rides the back on the option to give. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
All right, so I know the defense is going to be aggressive, right? They got their stop. They forced a third down. How aggressive does the offense want to be in response? Because if I throw the football, get a first down, I can run this clock almost out. This defense has to make a choice, but this offense, how aggressive do you want to be?
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. To throw, it's Stockton. Caught near the sticks. It's Young. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Tight end now in motion. The give to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
This is an area of the game. On offense, you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Fires to the big fella. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage from no gain on the play.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Thomas. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
And they did everything right in this 4-minute type situation, trying to bleed the clock. First you get the completion, then you get the first down, and you stay in bounds. You could not execute that play any better.
Defense wants to bring the heat. And the throw out to the sideline, good for a few. He's out of bounds, and they'll say he got it to the 45.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
Let's send the tight end in motion. They want that clock to run. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Defense doing their job, getting that last stop, and now 3rd in California. Not a lot of play calls to convert this, so defensively, let's get off the field now. The clock's running. We need to give it back to our offense with as much time as possible.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Under fire. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush. It's just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
Sound strategy here to try to punt it away from that return guy. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Whittington. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Hey, this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Quarterback adapted. Fires on the move. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
He might want another play. Fourth down, gotta have it here. Here's a throw downfield late. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
And this offense does not come up big. Man, you needed that first down. And listen, the communication with this offense and the execution has left a little bit to be desired, and especially in a big moment right here when you had to have a score and you had to have the fourth down conversion.
Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They've moved it to the 19, first and 10. To the ground, he's got it again. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Bulldogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Just going to keep it after the snap. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
And that's a nice job by this defense, getting in the backfield quick. They got there so fast, anticipating pass on third and long, but they reacted so well to the run, get the tackle for a loss, and now probably going to force the punt here.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. Northern Illinois has the lead right now, but they haven't been able to separate themselves just yet inside Husky Stadium. They're up by just one over the Judicials. That's where things stand right now, and of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll put this one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. To the air on first down. He'll pull it down. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Quarterback making checks. Looking downfield on first down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
And so far today, man, both offenses have been so good, like putting up points, being productive. Now in a big moment, man, the defense has a chance to step up. Nice job batting the football down. A couple more opportunities to make some plays and maybe win this football game.
Moore will throw. He's taking a deep shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And the offense chooses to be aggressive and go down the field to try to make the big play. Listen, that's a good thing. It's good to be aggressive, but now you got to live with it a little bit here on third down, because now it's third and long after two incompletions, and the defense, they know you're going to pass the football, so you got to have an answer here on third down.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He's going to take off. He stopped short of the 40, right at the 39, and it's fourth down. Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He'll get rid of it. Hauls it in the first down and more. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. He's got it for a big play. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9.
Wow, they needed that play in this 2-minute situation, trailing late. That's just a 50-50 ball. You're throwing it up. Your guy's got as good of a shot at the other guy of bringing it down, but that time, great individual effort, strong hands, and this offense is on the move.
And that one is picked off in the end zone.
And what a play by the defense, right? You got the lead, but you're back.